Okay, can you see slide Dawah in multiracial society?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, inshallah today I will present Dawah in multi-racial society. Okay, Dawah in multiracial society. I will take examples. Uh, Dawah in Malaysia. See how the organization or institution done Dawah in multiracial. Okay, in Malaysia, as you know, Malaysia is the country that have the populations as multiracial, all cultures and religions. Also, we can see we have uh, races. I mean, we are divided Bumi Putra, non-Bumi Putra. This is example of multiracial. If you refer to the statistic, also the population in our country. Okay, if we see the statistic, I mean the numbers of majority population are Muslim because almost Malay are Muslim. So now we consider Malay is Muslim. So the rest of population are non-Muslim. What are their view toward Islam and its follower? So this is the question that how the non-Muslim, non-believer see Muslim in Malaysia. So how we can do da'wah to them? This is the very important question today. How I mean Muslim people able to do da'wah to non-Muslim or to non-believer in Malaysia? Okay, uh, almost the achievement of Muslim in Malaysia in economic sectors, high education are not really to be proud. What does it mean? Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
What do you understand? I mean, Muslim economy sectors and high education are not really to be proud.
Tidak membanggakan.
What do you understand?
Muslim economic not so good.
This to say that non-Muslim, like Chinese, Indian, they want to see something from Muslim people. They want to see Muslim good in economic sectors. They want to see Muslim are good in education. But today, of course, we have, but in economic sectors, for example, it's not very, very good. Because what? Because if you want to do da'wah in multiracial, of course, we want to show that example to other people because Muslim are the best. Meaning we are supposed to be models to non-believer. But today, if you see in economic sectors, we are low in also in education. Also, we're not really very powerful in education because what? Because of Malay or Muslim not really advance and progress in economic sectors. Also, higher education. Then they, meaning they are non-believer or non-Muslim, they are downgrade and look negatively to Muslim in Malaysia. Meaning this can be done as dakwah bil hal because non-Muslim in Malaysia today, like Chinese, India, they want to see Muslim in Malaysia is the best. Maybe they will give impact to non-Muslim. Uh, Today, if you see what happened to Muslim, for example, a social problem that happened in our country, in our society, it's Muslim. For example, uh, drug addict, majority Muslim, social problem, uh, almost Muslim. Show them good example. So now you see non-Muslim, they are looked down or downgrade, look negatively to Muslim, Malay Muslim in Malaysia. Good example to them. See, of Islam in Malaysia is related to an ignorance or unprogressive nation or poor people among the Malay. So now, when they see from the perspective of non-Muslim, they see adapt how we can convert to Islam. How can we accept Islam? You see, the Muslims themselves, they are very poor. Their economy is poor. They have no example. So this uh, some example believer look to Muslim today in Malaysia. Meaning here we have to the image of Islam based on our progress, our advance. Today, you see, what's our example to non-Muslim? Because non-Muslim, particularly Chinese, Indian, they want to see uh, this is from their perspective. They want to see how I want to become Muslim. Look to Muslim people. They are bad people. Social problem. They involved in drug addict. So the image of Islam, because they synchronize Islam and Malay. the image of immoral character, like social illness, drug addict, and etc. Among Muslim or Malay are widespread through the country, which give a negative impact to non-Muslim. We're going to make dawah to these people because today non-Muslim, they not only look to Malay people, they look to other country. They say today Muslim kill each other. Middle East, Muslim kill Muslim, like in Syria, like in other the rest of the country. So they look to the image, I mean the negative image of Muslim today. So they are not really interested the teaching of Islam. Okay, do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, little country like Malaysia, good example, to show to non-Muslim we are the best. For in the class, وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين meaning we are victory. Victory mean we are victory in good character, good akhlak, good knowledge, good in research. Everything we are good. Then we can become example to uh, other people. Okay, because of those perception, whether Muslim situation in Malaysia and other Muslim country made the non-Muslim in Malaysia not really interested and not really encourage them to Islam. So this among the aspect that non-Muslim interested to Islam because they look our image. Today in our country, the image of Malay Muslim is bad, and also they look to other country, the Muslim country, fight each other, kill each other. So we don't have good image from the perspective of non-believer. So they found that the achievement is more better than Muslim. I say, if you see non-Muslim, they look to America, they look to the Britain or Europe. See, America is better than Muslim. So what? So they say, why we should choose Islam as our religion? Because no example, no benefit from Islam. This among the perspective from non-Muslim today. So from this perspective, so how we can make dawah? How can we do dawah to non-Muslim in multiracial? For example, otherwise they are proud of Western achievement whom are believing in Christian. So the Christian religion is the first choose to them. Because they see, look to America, almost of them Christian, they're not Muslim. Look to the Europe people, they are Christian. They are the best today. So why we have to choose Islam? Then we have to maintain, or we have to choose Christian in as their religion. This we have to understand their perspective, the perspective of non-Muslim, particularly in our country, and also among the orang asli, Aboriginal people. also they have a negative perception toward Malays or Muslim. Uh, they assume that Muslim brought many problems, injustice, immoral character. Therefore, they are not interested to Islam. If you see today, for example, among the orang asli, you see many people came to orang hutan, to the hutan, to the jungle and find the orang asli and they give dawah and show the good character to these people. But we today, sometimes the Muslim when they go to jungle, what they do to non-believer? Sometimes they cheating. They bought something from uh, orang asli and then they cheat orang asli. So we don't show a good character to these people. So this also the perception among the orang asli or Aboriginal people. So therefore they are not really interested to. Now I'm talking about it from the image of Islam, because if you want to do dawah, to non-Muslim in Malaysia or multiracial, good image among Muslim people, because if they want to convert to Islam, because they want to be good, they want to see Malay people is good among the people good in Malaysia, but they see nothing good among the Muslim people. So how we can do dawah to these people? How we can do? What's your opinion? Any ideas?
The best in what we are doing right now in education. So we do the best so that we can show the good examples
Yeah, we
to them.
Muslim in Malaysia today, we have to upgrade ourselves to be good, to upgrade our image, to upgrade our character, to upgrade our knowledge, to upgrade everything, to show that we are the best example to these people. This is the way of dawah sometimes we can do in our country. I mean, therefore, religious organization and institutions should clarify precisely among non-Muslim in Malaysia. So today we have uh, Yadim, we have Sandawa in Malaysia, we have IKIM, we have many organizations in Malaysia. Now we have to clarify precisely or clearly to the concept of dawah among non-Muslim in Malaysia. Aspect, for example, we know one of the NGO, I mean Darul Hidayah, I think Darul Hidayah, they they work hard to clarify about Islam, to explain about Islam to non-Muslim. They have activity. They have because they want to show that the dawah is not only we call people, we invite people, but the other way we can do, like Darul Hidayah, there sometimes they invite for dinner, they invite for some function. So this is the way how to attract. So the religious organization and institution now, they try to clarify precisely how we can do dawah. Not only one way, only one methods only in Malaysia, but we have to have many methods of dawah. So what type of dawah should be organized or proposed among non-Muslim. Is it part-time dawah? So now we have to clarify what type of dawah, meaning what type of method that we can do before we discuss method of da'wah uh, in contemporary. So now we can apply. Not only we just invite door to door, or maybe we can use many platform in order to give dawah to non-Muslim in Malaysia. So now, how we can, negative perception among non-Muslims. Do you have any idea how to remove? Are you with me?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Now we see in our country, the non-Muslim, they have option to Malay people or to Muslim people in Malaysia. So how you can remove this negative?
In my opinion,
Yes.
I think it is not easy to remove the negative perception towards the Muslim, about Muslim. The first thing that we need to do is we need to have a good mindset, to change their mindset first. That show that Islam, uh, this is the way of the real way of Islam. How we need to change their mindset is to by our action, by our akhlaq and so on. That's my opinion.
Yes, we have to set the mind of non-Muslim. We have to set how to set, because now we have to be good in all aspects, all sectors. See, this is the uh, good image of Islam. For example, we have to have good character. The good character is among Muslim. Good education. Muslim, they want to see good researcher. Among Muslim, they want to see good businessmen. Among Muslim, to come a good example to them. So we can set their mind. Oh, when someone become Muslim, they have a good akhlak, good conduct. When someone become Muslim, they have good in economy. For example, among Chinese people, you have to understand Chinese people. They are, if you have to talk with them, of course you have to approach through economy. They like business, they like economy. So now how we can do dawah to Chinese people? Of course, we have to show to them, the good in economy. Show have the muamalah Islam. How muamalah Islam can be done in business or in economy. So to reach the target of dawah to non-Muslim, of ambiguity in their mind should be eliminated. Now we have to eliminate some ambiguity, something that not very clear, not very precise. So we have to take out block of ambiguity in their mind. Set their mind that Muslim is the best. But today, non-Muslim, non-believer in Malaysia particularly, their look Islam is something is bad. Islam is terrorist. Don't have any good example to them. we can uh, take out block of ambiguity, remove all this among non-Muslim. And then also, what are the relevant methods should be proposed by the religious organization and institution? So we have to choose what's the methods relevant to uh, uh, these people. Not only one method, there are many methods. For example, uh, we have to be close with these people. But today we are example. There's a problem among Muslim in Malaysia. To what extent dakwah bil hal or role model is really significant. So dakwah bil hal meaning we show a good example in all sectors, all aspect of uh, life in our country. To extend da'wah mau'izatil hasanah can be applied to Aboriginal people, to orang asli. How we can do mau'izatil hasanah? Even today, alhamdulillah, there are many NGO, there are many uh, went to the jungle, to hutan, orang asli to Islam. These people, of course, they are how to expose to them, how to expose the dawah to them. Of course, we have to see their culture, the way they accept Islam. Meaning we have to bring some present to these people, to bring some food to these people. So maybe this is the way how they accept. We have to be close with them with the food or something, and then inshallah later we can do da'wah to them. And then is it da'wah with social welfare and material? For example, we do, for example, help these people. So this among the method that we can do to this orang asli. Also to non-Muslim, for example, we help them. For example, when they face any problem, we help them. There are, I think one Chinese, he converted to Islam because he in the bad situation, and then someone came to him, approached him, helped him. This guy came to Chinese people. I mean, this guy, Chinese man. After some time, he converted to Islam because he feel that how this guy came to help him. He is not Muslim. The Muslim guy came to him and help him. He is, this Chinese is poor people, and then at the end of the story, this Chinese man converted to Islam because the good approach done by of the Dai. So this one example we have to do. Dawah. We involve in social welfare. We brought something, the material that they need, some food. So this the method that we can do for society. And then what are the realistic method to non-Muslim in Malaysia should be proposed by religious organization? So we have to look, I mean the method, I mean this relevant method to non-Muslim in Malaysia. So our, I mean NGO and organization, they have to look for. We have to study. We have to do our research to approach these people. Method. For example, dawah to Chinese. How to attract them in education. How to attract them, media, social welfare. And then real Muslim leader to convey the message of Islam. So this also the politics platform also can do. I mean the leader of the country, how we can convey the message of Islam to these people. Also, for example, establish to new Muslim, also for non-Muslim. For example, today, Alhamdulillah, there are many uh, dawah center in Malaysia. So, what we can set up in the program in dawah center. I mean, the activities in the dawah center. So, even we encourage them to join dawah center. For example, in when I was in Singapore, there are Darul Arqam. Darul Arqam is not Darul Arqam Sashari. Darul Arqam do the dawah activity. They open to non-believer. They open to non-Muslim in Singapore. Even sometimes non-Muslim, they like to come to dawah center. They come and see the video of Islam, read the book. So we have to have a library in the dawah center. So this the approach. I mean, they can come close to Islam. Uh, uh, Negative perception should be removed in the mind of non-Muslim, particularly in Chinese people. So we have uh, to do something in economy, in business, because these people, the culture, they like business. So how Muslim can do business with these people? We can show that we are also good businessmen, meaning Muslim should show to have a good business. Then how we can approach to these Chinese people. So you can find Chinese how to attract them. There you have to think about this. To also to Indian people, we have stated Chinese here because Chinese, I mean, among the non-Muslim in Malaysia, and second race is Indian people. So we have to think how to approach these people. We have to study their culture. We have to study the way of their life. If they are like economy, so the approach of dawah, we have to approach through economy. Interested in other way, but we talk business from Islamic perspective. We talk about economy from how economy in Islam. Uh, so this or the approach that we can done. Also, we have to study about Indian people. What their interest? What is the interest of Indian people? So this is the among the reality that we have to consider about. Okay, and this is how we can implement dawah in our country in multiracials. Okay, any question? Any suggestion? Any opinions? No idea.
Uh,
No, I agree.
Okay.
Maybe after this.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor.
Salam.
I want to ask. When we are doing dakwah, how we want to try to avoid from from to spread dakwah extremely, because yes, there is sometimes maybe we think that we are too confident, or maybe we are so lack confidence, so we just but the our per- our apa? Our mind, we are thinking that we really hope that they can accept our dakwah. So how we want to avoid from thinking too confident and too like that.
So we have to uh, make our confident, for example, like before, like Tok Guru Ni Aziz say, he encouraged uh, Muslim people to learn uh, Chinese language, uh, to study Chinese language. By we learn language, of course, we have more confidence in convey our dawah. We can approach them, and then these people also they like when you're able to talk in their language or in Mandarin or Chinese language. So we have to think about this. Meaning they have many ways or many methods. By the way, we have to improve ourselves. We have to learn. For example, you are responsible to study language, Chinese language. Then when we are well versed, we are fluent in Chinese language, then we can approach them, we can talk with them, because these people they like Muslim to the Malay people to talk in Chinese. This is among the approach. We learn their language, we have to study their culture. And I mean the culture, these people, I mean the Chinese particularly, uh, they like what? Business. They like money. Almost Chinese people, they talk about money. Now, so how they approach of dawah through money? These people, I mean the Chinese people, they like food. Yeah, you see how Chinese people, they work the whole day, they get money, and then at night, restaurant, and then they spend money more than for dinner only. So how we can do dawah through food? So this the when we study the culture of these people, and then we know the culture, then we can approach them through culture. That's why to multiracial, we have to study, we have to uh, learn about them, we have to do research, and also we have to try to learn their language. Among my suggestion. Okay, I go to next development of Dawah program. Okay, now how to develop Dawah program, meaning the proposal. Okay, I just come with a few slides only, but uh, we have to see how can we do the proposal. We want to come up with the proposal. Uh, how to do? Okay, now I just come with this. Uh, I mean the mapping through mapping. Okay, we have before we're going to come up with the proposal. We have to have planning first. Plan. In planning, we have start with like ice breaking. We have to have brainstorming to discuss first. Meaning before we're going to have a good proposal, there been the committee in the club or any organization, we have to sit down and then start to brainstorming or ice breaking. And then we sketch about what? The date first, when we're going to have the program. Uh, Time, day, because this is very, very important before we get to come with the proposal. And then the venue, participant, and then benefit of the program, and then proposal to what? To whom? To the receiver, meaning this proposal should be to whom? To the authority. What authority? Who they are? So this we have to have in our planning first. So before you're going to have a good proposal, you have to plan. And then problem improvement. Of course, when we're going to have any program, of course they have some problem. Like you do your research, you have statement of problem. In the program also we have uh, problem improvement. For example, in Dawah, for example, what is the problem of Dawah? For example, non-believer, you want to do the program training for Da'i, for example. training for da'i to give dawah in multiracial society. For example, if you want to, as the title of your program. So now we identify many problems because our image, our the negative perception among non-Muslim. So this among the problem that happen in the among non-Muslim. So then we can set up uh, aims and objective. We can set up what's the aim of the program, what's the objective of program. Uh, Meaning we try to uh, find some solution. Dawah in multiracial, for example, identify the aims and objective. Then, when we identify the problem, uh, now we have to come up with what? Problem, solution. So, what is the problem solution? Why you understand problem solution? Are you with me?
Yes.
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 So problem solution meaning in your program you have to come with what? Tentative program. Meaning tentative. Meaning we're going to solve the problem in the program, and then we have to come up with tentative program. What's the activity in the program that to solve the problem? If we don't have any problem, well, of course we can. We don't have any solution. And now we have a problem. Now how to solve our problem? So we have to plan our tentative program, because in the tentative program we try to develop something. If you want to have a da'i program, just to train da'i, for example. So we have to, what type of da'i? What is the tentative program for them? What's the activity? How to this da'i? And then later we have to identify members, the members of the program, who's supposed to be the people in the program, and then who's the panel to handle the program, or who is the panel we're going to invite for this program. For example, who they are. I mean, who is the target? Meaning the target for what? For this program. We not only just open to anyone. Do any program or dawah program, we have a target. Who is the people should involve in this program, and how many? We cannot open too many because it involves with avenue, because the budget cost. So how many of this program? This actually we have to discuss. And then identify venue and avenue. Venue meaning we want to have this program where, for example, villa, you want to do it in resort, or you want to do in the
Hotel.
hotel, or near to the beach, whatever you have to identify. Because when you identify the venue, then you have to set the avenue. Where is avenue? What is avenue?
Specific place.
Avenue means your budget. When you identify the venue, for example, if you want to have in hotel, how many days? The cost for hotel for each day. For example, you want to have a program 1 week in hotel. You have to pay, for example, each member or the people who involved in the program, uh, maybe 20 people. How how much the cost for these people? How much the cost uh, for the hotel per day? So we have to find venue and avenue, meaning uh, if you do in, for example, you go to camping, for example, this program only camping. So this more, I mean, the cost is lower than hotel. So all this we have to discuss before you're going to write the proposal. And then after that, the other process, you have to draft your writing. I mean, you draft writing your proposal. After you get all this input, you can draft write your writing proposal. After you draft, then next you can do is what? You have to give your draft of writing to reviewer or someone review your proposal. For example, in the university, you give to SA. You go give to the student affairs, for example. You give to her or to him. Let him review first that draft of your proposal. Some advice from her or from him, and to add or to cancel some of your draft proposal. Okay, you understand this? The back that I given to you.
Yes.
Yes, clear.
So this is the process. You can, when you're going to write the proposal, start with planning. In the planning, you have to brainstorm about the date, time, venue, the participant, what is the benefit of program, and then who are supposed to receive our or this proposal should be brought to whom, to dean or to deputy dean. So all this we have to in our planning, and then you have to identify the problem. I mean, the problem that, for example, you want to have uh, the method of da'wah to multiracial uh, method of da'wah in multiracial society. So what's the problem? So we have to identify the problem, the objective or aim as objective. Now, our program try to solve the problem. Do any program just suka-suka, just seronok. No, any program, they mean try to solve the problem, and then we can set up the activities in the program in order to solve the problem of the society. Multiracial, we have to find a good method. So you have to have activity in the program, and then panels and members. Meaning panel and members. Of course, the member is the participant who can help us, who can come as a panel to or instructor, give talk, to give the ideas, For example, you invite two, uh, 2 or 3 speaker for your program. Put how to do with the problem. You have to set up the title or the topic of the certain part. Give to the panels. Invite them to speak in your program, to talk in your program. This is a panel. This is uh, the way that you can do before you're going to write any proposal. And then in your proposal, you have to have this. For example, program title. What's your program title? For example, you want to have uh, training da'i for multiracial society. For example, you have, because you know today, as we discussed before, the problem among non-believer, non-Muslim, they have a negative perspective, negative image of Islam or Muslim in Malaysia. So these are the problem. Then you have program title, training da'i for multiracial society, for example. And then you have to describe, based on that, why you are going to have this, why you have to have training da'i, not others. So you have to describe, meaning you have to come up with description. And then you have to come with aims and objective of your program. Why you want to have this program? What's your aims? What's your objective? So you have to write in your proposal. And then a rationale for the program. So you have to identify the rationale. What's the rationale? What is the rationale for the program?
Objective.
Rationale is something like significant of the program. This program is benefit to do da'wah in multiracial because in the program we're going to train. So you have to give the rationale of the program. Why you come with the program? Why you come this program activity? So you have to come with rationale. And then you have to identify, propose the proposal to whom. And then if you have the collaboration program, for example, if you want to do this program, is collaborate between IIUM with USIM or with University Malaya. This, for example, you have collaboration. You want to have this program with other university. So how to do the collaboration program with this university? If you want to do in some places, not in Malaysia, you want to do in, for example, in Indonesia, you need host, meaning the people can do for you in their place. Meaning here, for example, the host will provide the venue, the host will provide the transportation, you provide money, the cost of the budget, you give to host and the host will arrange for you. If you want to do in other country, if you want to do it as a country, you cannot go and do it in there because you need someone to do there. I mean the local people. You just provide some budget to them. They will find transportation. You will find hotel or places. So this host can do. And then in your proposal, so you have to highlight about club committees from the director. You start from patron, and then advisor, director. You have to come all this club activity among the secretary, all the club committees. You have to write in proposal. And then in your proposal also you have to come with a program tentative. Going to do what time, how many days, venues, where, the participant, and the invited speaker, avenue, the cost. Because you want to, if you want to have any program, of course you have to have the cost, the budget for that. What's the activity in the program? Is it you have internal or external activities? For example, internal. Internal meaning internal here is have what? Camp. In the activity you have ibadah camp, qiyamul lail, duha prayer. You have to think about internal part, external part, and teamwork in the program. So you have to put in your tentative program, and then the rest you can write the column for the receiver. Who going to approve? For example, Deputy Dean, SA, Student Affairs, and then the Dean part. If the cost is more than 10,000, so the proposal should be to rector of the university. You have to put in your proposal. And then the last one, how to promote. Promote is easy. How to promote your program or your proposed program. Today we have electronic media. Today, for example, you can use radio, for example, IKIB radio, or TV, Hijrah TV, cover with video or YouTube, and put in the YouTube, upload in YouTube, and then give message to people. And then internet, you can use Facebook and etc. Web. Also, you can do you can promote through printed or mass media. Printed or mass media, meaning you can do a newsletter, brochure, buy poster, advertisement. So all this, the government can help you in promotion of your program. Okay, any question? To write proposal? Do you understand how to write proposal?
Inshallah.
Yes.
So we can, I mean the way that you can do in your proposal. For example, if you want to have a dawah program, in orang asli site or orang asli kampung. So what's the problem? You mean the problem, for example, orang asli, what's the problem orang asli, and then what's your objective of your program in orang asli kampung orang asli? So we have to come this. Okay, any question?
Doctor,
Yeah.
I have a question, not about proposal, but pertaining to the unity concept in Malaysia. Okay, so as we know, there are several groups of people who are mislead the use of unity title, and as we discussed on the previous class, in the political sector, it is priority for us to choose the Muslim leaders rather than the non-Muslim leaders. So my question here is, I would like to ask Dr. opinion about to what extent the unity concept can be implemented among Muslim and non-Muslim in Malaysia. Thank you.
Any other idea to explain to your colleagues? Anyone to give response? No response.
Can you repeat the question?
Repeat the question, please.
Question is, the question, to what extent the unity concept can be implemented among Muslim and non-Muslim?
Hello. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yang okey. Ini kerja praktis ni face to face ke online? Ya, saya pun tak recommend sangatlah ICTE punya sebab dia ni dia lemah sangat dia kalau boleh tu face to face lah kalau ditunggu ada masa yang sesuai tu dia kena pergi face to face sebab dia very weak lah saya tengok saya buat micro teaching pun dia masih lemah lagi. Jadi kalau buat online pun tak nampak satu improvement pada dia. Yang kelas yang normal ni I believe lah dia orang boleh buat, boleh perform. Tapi ICCE ni saya tak nampak dia boleh perform lah kalau buat online. Okay. Okay, sama. Okay, sorry because you're from the university. Alright. Repeat the question.
The question is, to what extent the unity concept can be implemented among Muslim and non-Muslim in Malaysia?
To what extent what?
To what extent the unity concept can be implemented among Muslim
unity.
and non-Muslim? Yes.
Anyone to respond?
I think I want to explain, not really explain, but just my opinion. First, we have to understand what is unity first. In the as we can see in the previous or in the Sirah Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay, in my opinions, maybe we can have dialogues between Muslim and non-Muslim. I mean the dialogue meaning here is not the dialogue. You know the dialogue. The dialogue meaning we not to promote Islam. We just tell about Islam. Uh, for example, we dialogue about multi-religious. You have to understand. I mean the ethics of dialogues. Dialogue doesn't mean we just to promote. No, you say Islam is the best. No, we cannot say like that. We just say about Islam. And then maybe they will ask questions. So the dialogue among Muslim and non-Muslim, we should have it. But in our country, sometimes they say this we cannot do, and because they say this is very sensitive. The dialogue, the platform of dialogue is good if you want to have unity, because sometimes misperception, the misimage of Islam, sometimes they are mis about Islam. So sometimes we have to have dialogue with them. I mean, multi-religious dialogue. But in the dialogue, we just talk about the scenario of religions, each other. We cannot condemn all. We can say the Christian is the bad religion or the Buddha is the bad religion. No. In the dialogue, you have to understand, we just discuss to make the unity. But you have to come the good perception of Islam in the dialogue to convince these people. But we cannot promote. We have to understand. When we have dialogue, we cannot, oh no, say Islam is the best. The other religion, we cannot say like that. The dialogue, you have to discuss the other people in the right manner. It could be way, could be in unity. For example, you have a program like the program done by Darul Arqam in Singapore. They just invite a non-Muslim come to their center, and sometimes when I went there during the month of Ramadan, they invite non-Muslim to come for iftar. Non-Muslim come to iftar, and then during the iftar you can discuss. So there are many ways. Also like Hidayah Center. Yeah, they have what? They have dinner or Hari Raya gathering before. So we have to have function with non-Muslim. So we can do our dawah. You see, and then in politics, you have to have also sometimes in politics in perspective Islam, in perspective Islam, Islamic perspective on politics. So maybe they ask, look to Muslim leader is corrupted, blah blah blah. So we have to explain the situation, why they are corrupted, why they are commit in corruption. So during the discussion, we can explain the reality. Because today, when they see almost Muslim leader committed in bribery or corrupted leader, and then they say this is Islam. No. Sometimes you have to have dialogue. Sometimes you have to have discussion. They have many ways how we can have the unity of multiracial in our country. But sometimes we have to do our research. Any other opinion? You want to add? No opinion.
For me, to what extent the unity among non-Muslim and Muslim, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to take care their sensitivity, I guess. Because if we take care the sensitivity, we can tolerate each other. And we as a Muslim have to consistently give Qudwah Hasanah to them, because I have someone share to me that she work in the government, so she exposed to non-Muslim. So along in the office, she said that among the Muslim, didn't show the example to non-Muslim. The example is the quality of the work